Welcome back to a game of Heconomics. We're on game 2, episode 3. Heconomics is a free game you can play online. Sorry about last time. I had the sound up too loud. I turned it down a little bit, so hopefully it'll be good. But it still might be too loud, so we'll see. I just haven't done this in such a long time. I forget all my settings. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check the exchange, and we're looking for a firm that has buildings so that we can build near there and add to the infrastructure there so that we don't have to do it all ourselves. So let's see, properties. Alright, they have a road, Caltina does, so that's not that much. They have a road and a bunch of properties, and they're insolvent. Not that matters right now. Okay, and let's, before we do that, let's go to the main screen here and issue a bond. Okay, so if you have higher interest rate, the public's going to buy it for more. I believe that's the thing. The public will buy it for more. But right now I'm just being conservative and putting low interest rates on my bonds. Okay, so bond outstanding, because I have no idea when I'm going to be able to pay this. Okay, so we're up to 200, so we're getting there. Let's go back to our identity profile, and we're going to check out the exchange again. So we looked at Caltina. They're not a very good option. I'm trying to remember some of these other ones. Evitalk, I think, was a big company about a year ago. Properties. They have a bunch of properties. They don't have any buildings. Oops, why did I just go on the map? I don't want to do that. Okay, FIHAF was a big one. I hope some of these buildings still exist, otherwise we're going to have to build everything from scratch. Like I say, the storms could have come. It's been such a long time. Alright, we got an industry out here. We're good. 6571 is the coordinate, so we got to head out there. 6571. And on the way, we'll try to do some farm work. 6571. So we are. I'm going to put it on the small map here, just so we can save a little bit of time. Since okay, 6571. Now I think that would be down to the right. 6571. I'm really bad at this. 6571. Okay, that's right. Yes, I'm correct in that assumption. Here we go. Now we might miss some cabins on the small screen. That's the problem. Usually you want to use the small screen when you're delivering between industries and from industries to housing, because you'll know your route probably. But right now I'm exploring, so it's probably not the best thing to do. Actually, I should probably, just because of that, I should actually put it on the large map. We're almost there. I mean, we're not almost there, but we're not too far away. 6571. Here we go. Out here in the middle of nowhere. Okay, we got a cabin. Alright, here we go. Yeah, if you already know your route, you can put it on the small map. Save a little bit of time. Okay, there's a few bucks for us. I think. Anyways, it was supposed to be like $4 more. We're not too far away. There's another cabin, but we don't have any farms in sight. Okay, there's the music. I turned it down, so it should be alright. Hopefully that does the trick. Sounds a lot quieter to me. Okay, so... You know, I only turned it down 5 too, so that's pretty extreme difference. While I'm here, I might as well work. So since there's an industry down here, we just need to build an attraction. And then we need houses in the area, and we need roads. So hopefully most of that's all there. So maybe, best case scenario, all I gotta do is build an attraction, and then we can get a supply chain going. Yep, okay, we just made some more money. I might as well go for it. We need all the money we can get. Now, ideally, if you come in here with some of your friends or something, you could get a city going pretty fast. Okay, so we gotta head back this way. So this dark green kind of represents like woods, and then this would be cleared land. So to create a building or a road or anything, you need to have clear land, and tractors will clear anything in their path. And the storms obviously can set things back. So it's 571, we're almost there. In fact, there might not be any cabins left. Okay, we see some housing out here. So let's see if we can, we're here, so let's see if we can really quick sell these goods here in our tractor. Alright, we can. Pretty quickly. Right on the outskirts of the city. So there should be a pretty sizable, well, I don't want to say sizable, but for the relatively sizable for the situation that we're in, with hardly any players. Okay, there's some more housing. That's a good sign. The more housing, the more customers. This is property owned by Whelm, which is a firm. Okay, we got roads, housing, and the industry. There we go, there's an industry that we looked up. So if there's already an attraction by another company, owned by another company around here, well, that could actually be good. Oh wait, what's this? I think that's the attraction, isn't it? So Whelm and Phi-Half. Okay, so actually I can probably make money here without even building anything. But obviously I'm still going to want to build something. Now, This is a really bad place to build an industry because it lowers these property values. And I'm not sure, I can't remember, it might not pay out as much. So, who knows. So the first thing, oh wait, this is a depot, I believe. And it's my own game, but I can't remember the stuff. Okay, so if I go to this, I gotta remember how to play this game. I can work here. Okay, then I gotta go to an industry to pick up the goods, and then I gotta go to an attraction to deliver it, and then that triggers all these houses within range of the attraction to purchase it. So okay, so before I said that we just needed an industry, transportation, and attraction, and I guess you could consider depot part of the transportation, but actually it should specify that you also need a depot, because that's when you pick up, you become you basically get into a truck. Okay, so we'll just show you that. Okay, I'm in a car right now, so because I'm on a road, it's just symbolic. Okay, so I'm gonna work. I'm not gonna have anywhere to go though. So there I am in the truck. I'm working for this company. So it's very similar to going from farms to cabins, except for you're going to be working for other companies, and they'll actually profit as well. Okay, so we have an instance where the bond events just trigger. So let's go into the main screen and issue another bond so we can get some more money. Okay, now I saw a bug. We should not be ahead of the government right here, because I did not campaign anywhere. So I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's a reoccurring bug that we have been trying to fix, but it's not on the high list of priorities right now. Mostly just the getting the economy perfected is the priority. Then we'll perfect the government. So let's bonds issue. We'll do another 1%. So we just want to be conservative here. Now, if you already have a plan, yeah, you can go for the high stakes bonds, and if you need a lot of money faster. Okay, I'm going to sell this to the public. Okay, we got 235. So let's go to map. So the first step is I got to buy a property. Okay. So we're really close here. We're really close. So if I buy this property here, the only problem is it's on wood, so I have to clear that. But there's a farm nearby, so I can fix that pretty easily. So let's just purchase this. Okay. Purchase this. Okay. So that took some money. The details are over here. Let's construct. Oh, we can still construct. Okay, we shouldn't be able to do that because we're on woods. Maybe we didn't implement that yet, but it's like one of the final things to implement. We've just got a few things left. So yeah, I shouldn't be able to build anything there. It's going to be a little pricey, $375. So I'm going to still need some more loans, but we do own that now. As you can see, this marks that we own that. Go back here. Okay. Okay, we're already working. I think maybe it keeps your truck status when you sign back into your identity as long as you don't go off the road, or maybe you can't go off the road when you're under a different one anyway. So that's how it looks anyway, but I was just showing you that. I'm going to quit. That means you're just quitting the ship that you just signed up for. And we have a property, so we need some more money. We have like 100 something in our firm has 100 something. We're going to need like almost 400. So for now, I'm going to head back out and do some farm work and try to buy up some more bonds. Okay. Right here. So we lucked out. There's a bit of infrastructure around here, so it's not going to be that hard to get things going. So our plan will be to get some infrastructure going and get our business going. Create the attraction, get the business going. Possibly expand our business and try to build the city a little bit. And in the process, we will also try to take over the government, even though there's a bug right now making us in charge of the government. But by the time we get to that bug will hopefully be fixed. Alright, we're heading down to this cabin to make a few dollars. And we'll do that a couple times and try to get another bond. So this game has a lot of real estate as well, assuming there's a lot of players. Or not even a lot, but a significant amount, or substantial amount, at least some players. We're up to 35 bucks now. We got to get this to about 40. So you'll be wanting to try to buy these properties where you think that development is going to happen, and then you'll be able to profit from that. Yeah, I don't know why I'm following this grassland, but work. So when you're in the country and the soundtrack plays, you'll be hearing more like country music or Americana. When you're in the city, which I think is judged by an attraction within range, then you will hear more like jazz and funk music and stuff like that. So it depends on the attraction defines if it's a city or if it's just like a country area. All right, here we go. Another money-making opportunity. So usually early in the game you will be doing things like either transporting stuff between farms and cabins or between industries and attractions, ultimately going to the housings. But if you're good, you'll be able to make a lot of money with investing instead, or maybe some government manipulation. Alright, so we're going to sell one more, we're going to find one more cabin, and then we're going to buy another bond. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's go to the exchange, check out the bond market. And alright, excellent. Our bond portfolio is now up to $70. Let's check out our net worth. So the next step for my identity is trying to get a house and then consuming for points. That's how you get points in the games. But the next step for the business is trying to get the attraction and then make some money that way. And then that money will be partially earned by this identity because he was invested in that firm. So you can invest in other players' firms as well and make money from them. Now, one of the benefits of, yeah, my net worth is 118, so I'm getting there. One of the benefits of, creating infrastructure rather than just using farms and whatnot to make money is you can make a lot more money. Because on a single delivery, whether if you're an identity, you're only going to be making 4 or whatever the wages, regardless. However, if you're doing it for a firm, like you're an identity working for a firm and you deliver to an attraction with a lot of houses around, well, that firm's going to be making way more money than just a farm to a cabin. So if you're invested in that firm, you're going to be profiting from that. That's the big difference on that. Okay, so now we need to keep doing this because we want to get another bond. Oh, we're going to go to the main screen first. Sign into here. Okay, we're going to go to exchange, bonds issue. Oh, I gotta wait 50 more seconds, alright. Portfolio, we have no portfolio. So you cannot make a dividend payment if you are, what's the rule? There's some kind of rule. I don't know if it's if you're in debt, for instance, if you have outstanding bonds, or maybe if your net worth is, I think it's if your net worth is less than 0, then I think you're not allowed to make dividend payments, something like that. Okay. Outstanding. So here's all the bonds we got to pay off eventually. We have 251. Basically, that's our debt. But we're going to get it a lot higher because we need to make that attraction, and then we can make some big money. So since we're only going to have one attraction to deliver to, we're going to do that, and then we're going to go to cabins, and then we're going to come back and do that. And it'll greatly increase our revenue compared to what we're getting right now. Go to the ranking here. So I am Kaiser. So when I get a house and start consuming, then I'll start getting score here. So these are the other players in the game. Okay, so we should probably be about 50 seconds. Yes, we can. Standing public. Okay, we're up to, what we see, like 400, so it's still going to be a while. But we do have our property, and we're going to head back to the main screen actually. Okay, we got a cabin down here, so let's try to find the closest farm. So I'm going to have to buy a property and with my identity account and create housing. Build a house for myself. But that will be when I make profits from my investments. Cabins around here somewhere. down there. And we did have a closer farm too. So. Alright, that's not a cabin. There's one. Now normally you won't see two cabins like this in a row because of the way discovery of cabins and farms works. I think when that happened, there was either a bug at the time or something like that that allowed that to happen, or maybe it was very early in development. But eventually a storm will take out one of those and things will return to normal. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to do one more before ending this episode. Since they're right next to each other, I might as well. So I got a little bonus. And you get another song too. I can hardly hear it. Should be loud on the video though. Well, my internet hasn't given out yet during this game. So basically, the more players there are, and the more activity there is, usually the less monotonous work you have to do if you're a good player. But since I'm the only guy on here right now, and probably in a couple days or so, I have to do all the monotonous work myself. But again, it's not that bad when you're able to deliver between industries and attractions, because you can make a lot more money. So the more housing there is around the attraction, the more the payout is going to be for the firm. And the more investment you have in that firm, the more you're going to profit from it. And then obviously, the more money you get, your identity gets, the more you can invest and more you can make. Looks like we got some more housing down here. Now I should specify that only public housing will pay out. If it's owned by a firm or an identity, you're not going to make anything from it. Alright, there's another I know I said I was going to end this session, but it's starting to get addicting. I want to accomplish something. I'll issue one more bond here before I end it. Hopefully that volume is working a lot better now. I think it is. I think this is the setting I had it at when I was doing sessions with Merchant Adventure. So we're going to get to this farm, then we're going to sign into our firm and issue our bonds, see where we're at. So we might be able to build an attraction soon. Now, it's a little bit easier if you're just starting from scratch, like with a new firm, because then you have all your shares and you can sell shares to raise some funds instead of selling bonds, which is a much slower process. Exchange, issue. Oh, I still got 27 seconds to wait. So let's look at this. Yeah, it says I have 1 vote, but I didn't do any campaigning, so somehow there's some kind of bug where it's giving the player a vote somewhere on the map. Oops, wrong button. Change we want. There we go. Hey. Alright, we're at 261, so we got about 150 to go.